Hello beautiful ones, Christina Martine here. So today I am out in a local park and it's really pretty and I named it Lothlorien. I just wanted to talk about my book today and show you it. I finally got my copy, so here it is. That's the cover. That's the back, and I hired someone to help me format it. So it's really beautiful inside. There's a glossary, and it's split into 4 sections, which basically teach you how to heal the mind, body, heart, and soul, so you can awaken to your true potential and live in enlightenment. So in my opinion, enlightenment is not something we have to attain or do all of these crazy things to have. It's our natural state of being when we return to the moment. So sometimes when we're in the moment, lots of icky stuff comes up, emotions, past triggers and things like that. So this book is designed to help you target those things and really release them. So I want to talk about what we're going to be learning in the first 2 weeks of 5D Human, the course I'm putting out. Registration is going to close on May 5th. It's an online digital course for anyone who is interested out there. You can go to my website and check it out on ChristinaMartine.com. Just click on 5D Human. We're going to meet every Sunday at 12 p.m. Tentatively, if the group wants to meet another day, we can figure that out too. There's going to be a Facebook group. We're going to meet over Zoom. I'm going to share and be the facilitator, but I really want this to be a place where we can come together and hold space for one another. I know the power of coming together in sacred ceremony and sacred circles, and it is just so transformative. So if you're interested, you can go check it out online, and you can always email me if you are really excited about this like I am. So we're going to split the course up into 2-week segments. So first we're healing the body, then the mind, then the heart, then the soul. So I want to talk about the body today and some health issues because I have been through my own health struggle. I've had a lot of issues with my gastrointestinal system in the past. I took antibiotics and I basically killed off good bacteria that needed to be there for digestion and things like that. And as a result, and I wasn't eating well, and I was drinking a lot before in my past, and as a result I had acne, I had pains all the time, and I really felt awful, like I didn't know how I was going to get better. But it really inspired me to move into my holistic healing practice because doctors didn't know what to do with me, right? Doctors always want to prescribe us medication that doesn't really get to the root cause of an illness. It just masks symptoms. So if you're struggling out there with something, whether that's emotional or mental, or maybe you just want some extra guidance on your path, or you want to get more into healthy nutrition, this video is for you right now. So some of the things we're covering in 5D Human include removing heavy metals from the body. And if you're living in the Western world or anywhere, just being alive, you are exposed to so much pollution and things like that. So this is a really good idea. Healing your liver. The liver essentially determines the health of your body, how well you can eliminate toxins. Improving good intestinal bacteria, flora. We're talking about grains, removing them. And even if you don't have a gluten intolerance, grains are pretty bad for the human body. Removing sugar and what kind of diet is best. We're talking about water and meat and increasing our oxygen intake and getting a good night's rest. So I want to go over mercury amalgams for a second, basically fillings, because this is something that I think a lot of people don't know about, and they cause a lot of chronic illness and even mental illness, physical and emotional illnesses as well. So there's a doctor in North Vancouver who I was recommended to check out, and I read his book called Eating Alive 2, which is really powerful, and I've included a lot of his quotes in Fifth Dimensional Healing. So I want to read you a quote from him now. He states that when mercury is swallowed in saliva, so basically mercury fillings, when you brush them or when you eat food and stuff like that, the mercury leaks out of the fillings into your body, into your bloodstream, into your brain, right? The mercury may react with the hydrochloric acid, HCl, of your stomach, forming mercuric chloride. Mercuric chloride can kill off your beneficial intestinal bacteria, allowing the overgrowth of yeast, parasites, and harmful bacteria. Also, when mercury combines with the HCl of the stomach, there is less HCl available for the digestion of food, leading to heartburn, bloating, indigestion, and other digestive problems. So the bacteria and yeast in your mouth an intestine can turn methylate elemental mercury into methyl mercury. Both methyl mercury and mercury vapor that leaks from amalgam fillings can be major contributors to many of the mysterious chronic physical, mental, emotional illnesses. We also find a lot of mercury in vaccines. So I'm not saying I'm against vaccines, but if you can get vaccines without the preservative, you want to do that, because no scientific studies have ever, let me repeat, ever been done on the safety of vaccines. So do your research. So we'll be going over different chelation methods in the course 5D Human, and talking about how to do that. So before you get into that, if you're really excited about doing this cleanse and you know, you want to feel better in your life, you want to just start removing alcohol and limiting your consumption of sugar and grains and things like that, because the process can be quite expensive, right? And there's natural ways to remove metals from the body, including garlic. You can consume chlorella and cilantro. So cilantro is an herb. Chlorella is a single-celled green algae, and it binds to unwanted metals in your body and leaves behind beneficial minerals such as calcium, zinc, and magnesium. So these foods should be consumed like in large quantities, because they help to remove heavy metals and keep the good ones there. So another thing that I learned recently from Dr. Matson, once again, is you have to eat in alignment with your environment. So it's getting sunnier now, and because of that, I'm getting adequate vitamin D. So I don't have to worry about eating lots of fruit. I can eat lots of fruit and things with potassium because I'm in a sunny environment. But in the winter, for example, if I continue to eat like that and eat lots of foods with potassium, I'm going to be telling my body that it's still sunny. So my body will think I'm getting vitamin D, and then I won't be able to absorb calcium, which needs vitamin D. So your kidneys use the food you eat to regulate their desired 50-50 ratio of potassium and sodium. So if your levels are all messed up, so there's a valve between your small intestine and your large intestine. And if you're not getting adequate calcium, you're not getting adequate sunshine, it can weaken. And when this happens, basically food that's not been digested fully, that you haven't absorbed the nutrients from yet, will get sucked away, or maybe waste will enter your body, and this causes all sorts of problems. It can cause acne, digestive issues, chronic issues, which can lead into autoimmune diseases and things like that. So there's a lot of good information in this book. I spent years writing it and studying it and channeling it, and I'm really excited to share what I've learned with you, because this is my passion. So yeah, I will be sharing more information about fifth dimensional healing through YouTube. And if you're excited about 5D Human and you really just want to have someone there as a guide, have a group there who you can share with and just express yourself openly in a sacred space, I really highly encourage you to check out 5D Human. There's a few of you who have already signed up. I would like more people to come together, and if money is an issue, just email me. We can work out a payment plan. It's all good. The healing comes first, right? So thank you so much, guys, and I love you, and have a beautiful day. Okay, namaste.